Sometimes you just gotta leave the game before the game leaves you. Hey everyone, I quit playing first-person shooter games, and here's why. But let's go over some history first. So, I started playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CSGO, back when I was in 7th grade. I was 12 years old at the time. I'm 21 today, and I'm turning 22. During my time, I've played CSGO, I've moved on to Rainbow Six Siege, and then I've moved on to Valorant after, back during its beta. So here's major problem number one. I'm getting old. And I know people are like, oh, you're just 21, or you're just turning 22. It's not, you're not old, but I think for these games, I am getting old, and I guess it's my focus. Back when I was a teenager starting playing these games, I had razor focus, right? I could just stare at the screen for like 10 minutes straight, but I can't do that anymore. I just noticed that there are these lapses in concentration, and it's not even just in video games where I notice this. Sometimes when I'm driving nowadays, there are these moments where I doze off and I can't really help it. And just compare that back to when I first started driving when I was 17. When I was 17, I could have been driving upside down, and I would have spotted a falcon sitting on top of a rhino 3 miles away in the Saharan desert.
Stop the cap.
Nowadays, there are these few moments where I just can't even keep track of like the car ahead of me. And I don't even know what it is. I guess I'm tired nowadays, or I guess my focus just isn't continuous like it once was. Actually, quite recently, at the beginning of this year, my brother also bought me Battlefield 6, which is very generous. I think it was like $60 or $70, and totally unexpected. Like throughout our lives, he's never really bought me anything or done anything like that for me, and I was like, wow, that's a pleasant surprise. Anyway, I load up Battlefield 6 and I just can't play more than 2.5 hours of it. Why? Because there's just so much going on. There's so much going on in that game. There's shooting here, people upstairs, people spawning next to me, all these random gadgets. Like, there's just so much going on all at once, and it's kind of overwhelming. So I can't get myself to play more of that game. And that brings me on to the second major problem. This is more like a category. It's just not compatible with my lifestyle anymore. Back when I was in middle school or high school, I had all the time in the world on my hands. So you think about it, right? I have all these responsibilities. I have all these other time commitments outside of gaming. Do you think I want to spend like my 1 or 2 hours of free time playing Valorant? Playing Counter-Strike? Do you really think that's how I want to spend my time? Relaxing? Do people even relax playing that game? I don't think so. And because I don't have the time to play them anymore, it leads on to another issue. I can't keep up. And Valorant is a good example of this, by the way. I just can't get myself to consistently play that game, and whenever I log on, there's just this new agent, this new map, and new abilities, and new strats and everything, and I just, and like even the maps that I know, even the maps that I've played for years, they just changed them too, so I don't even, it's like that's like I'm a total stranger. I'm just lost. But couple that with the time commitment that you need to have, with just everything changing, and the fact that I'm getting a little bit older, like, gosh, it doesn't bode well, right? And like I said, with my lifestyle too, I don't want to spend the 2 hours I have playing such a competitive game like that. That's not relaxing, right? My peak is at the point of where I call diminishing gains, right? So a lot of times if you're new to the game, if you spend time playing the game, you'll get a lot better. I think that's safe to assume. But with the level that I'm at, I'm right about here. Like, you can spend so much more time just to get incrementally just barely any better. So, well, like, it doesn't feel motivating, does it? And just for information, my peaks on Valorant, I was Ascendant 2 at my highest. And in CSGO, my peak was Legendary Eagle. And I got that through entirely solo queuing. Yeah, that's right, I was a middle schooler. What is the point of all of that? Who cares if I'm Ascendant 1, Ascendant 2? Or shit, what if I even hit Immortal? Like, who cares, right? When I wake up in the morning, I'm still gonna have the same problems. I'm still gonna have to go to work and go to school. I'm already falling behind physically. I just don't have the same time commitments anymore. My lifestyle has gotten a lot more demanding since. And so that kind of brings on the other point of, what's the point? Why should I even bother playing anymore? I don't have regrets playing these FPS games. I think they've taught me a lot, right? Like, I know that passion is to win the game. that passion to still be competitive is still there. There was some other good stuff that came out of it too, right? Like for example, people saying bad stuff to me. Like, listen, whatever bad stuff you think you can say to me, I've gotten it 10 times worse on Valorant. Somebody's probably said something 20 times worse on CSGO. So if you think you can say something that can phase me, don't worry. Don't worry. Someone's already said that to me way worse when I was younger. I actually got the nickname before, Ling Ling, on CSGO. And I know, some guy called me Ling Ling because he heard me talk on a mic and he just instantly deduced, he instantly knew that I was Asian, by the way. So, I guess what I look for nowadays in games is I just play, GTA. It's a very, I guess it's a very open game. There's a lot going on, there's a lot of features and lots of things that you can do. But more importantly, it's not really a PvP game where I'm pitted against other players. I guess it's just a lot nicer for me because I can just drive around and just sort of get lost in my thoughts. And then so my mind can just kind of drift away from thinking about the game. From having to worry about the game, I can just think about other stuff that do matter, like my actual real life. Well, thank you all for watching if you made it this far. Maybe let me know what you think. Or maybe if you think this is relatable to yourself, or you can't believe that I would think this. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I will catch you guys next time. Bye bye.